Hey guys, this is Odd One Gaming and this is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video we're gonna talk about my first impressions about King Arthur Legends Rise and why I believe this, kind of like to address the elephant in the room, the thumbnail, why I believe this to be the raid killer, or at least for me, right? So this might not apply to everybody when I'm using, I guess it's kind of a cliche. We've seen this, we've used this a lot in the past for lots of other games where we said raid killer and all that. In a way, like I said, this can be, and I have a feeling this might be the raid killer for myself, right? For when it comes to me covering Raid Shadow Legends or King Arthur in the future, I have a feeling if, based on you guys' feedback, obviously they're watching, and the way that the game develops, the more that I learn about it, this might actually mean that I might stop covering Raid Shadow Legends and I might move over to this one. But I guess I'm gonna leave this for the future, okay, like going more into that. But for now, I just want to say that as my first impression, as playing this for a few days, let me see if I can find, keep in mind what I'm going to say is lots of stuff I'm still learning, okay? I'm still learning this. I haven't played it during the beta, I haven't played it at all, apart from when I started. So if I look over here at attendance, this is pretty much day 5 of me playing it, and I've honestly not been no-lifing it. I've not been playing this like crazy. I've just, been playing a few hours here and there when I had time between my raid account, my dragon and all that. But as a first impression, I like the fact that it does have, like I said, the potential to, let's just say replace raid, right? If we don't want to say kill raid, but has the potential to replace raid because it does have, it does seem like a really complex game, okay? It does seem like a really complex game. The graphics seem really good and there's a lot to unfold, lots to learn and lots to have fun with, okay? So the first thing that's a little bit different that I've noticed that it has is it does combine lots of elements, right? So it is similar to Raid, it is similar to Dragonair, it's similar to other games. From the point of view of, for example, we have kind of like a city builder, right? We do have the option of upgrading stuff like the forge, which is gonna give us the chance to forge better equipment. We do have like the plaza fountain, which gives us XP potions over time. The castle, which is obviously the main building that you'd upgrade. Market, then lumber mill, steel mill, all of that stuff. You have the option to upgrade it, and obviously as you progress through the game, you're going to be upgrading this, and the more you upgrade, obviously the more resources you're going to get back, or the better resources you're going to get back from the point of view of something like a market, okay? So when it comes to market, for example, it's definitely has lots of the good stuff, lots of the things that you want to buy, okay? So that's the first thing. It has that city building style, but that's not like the main focus of this game, okay? That's one of the focuses. Now let's talk about the second thing, right? Let's look at the characters that we have and let's see how many do we have, how does it look, and what do we think about it, like, because when you look at first look, you're like, how many over here? 7 commons, then we have 21, I think it only shows me the one that I have, right? Let me see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 14, 21, 23, so 23 uncommons, plus the 7 commons, that's 30, plus another 14, 20, that's 40, and then with the legendaries, what's that? So 40, my math might be off, right? 40, 55? Right, 55, something like 55, might be off. You might be thinking, well, it's only 55, how can it be as complex as Raid, how can it compete with that? Well, the spin on this one that makes it a little bit more interesting is the fact that you do have these limited numbers of heroes or champions. I'm not even sure how they're called, heroes, okay? Yeah, again, I'm still learning it, so, well, it's gonna be a learning curve for all of us. But we do have only 55. You're thinking, well, 55 doesn't sound too complex. Well, the spin on that is the fact that every single one of the heroes actually can have 3 different relics, which pretty much makes them be 3 different variations of a hero, which means it adds that level of complexity where, you can have fire as an element, you can have frost as an element, and then you have, I think this one's called squall or storm, or like, I'm not 100% sure exactly where to see the correct term, but I think this is the pretty much, like, I've heard it being called storm. So pretty much red, blue, and then green. And when it comes to the affinities, which is strong against which, is different from raid. where this one, red is strong against green, green is strong against blue, and then blue is strong against red, right? Pretty much it's the way that most of them were, just raid flipped the affinities around. So that's why I believe this is really fun, right? For example, this one has certain active skills, the base one that you get with, the fire one, but then when you move frost, it does have some different skills, right? Depending if you get that relic. And since we're talking about that, well, when we're talking about the summons, you have different ones. For example, you have a rate up summon. So these are specific summoning tickets that you can get. Then you get the normal summons, okay? These are the ones that can give you up to rare as a rarity. And pretty much these are kind of like, I guess, the equivalent of mystery shards, but kind of not quite, but a little bit higher, between mystery and ancient shards. Reason why I'm saying that is because the rarities in this game, as you noticed when I went in the codex, is common, uncommon, rare, and legendary, right? These are there's no epic in between. It's like rare is the next best thing. So let's continue with the summons. We do have the special summons, which these ones give you a chance to get up to a legendary, and then it does show you the mercy. The pity is like at 60, so every 60, I think it was 60, right? Every 60 you're guaranteed a legendary, and pretty much the game throws a lot of summons at you. Then this is where it becomes interesting. You have relic summons, okay? So not only do we have summons for heroes, but then we have summons for different relics, for fire ones, for frost ones, and then for storm ones. There we go. Here it says storm. So I was right. This one's called storm, this one's frost, and then this one's flame, or I guess fire. So you can summon these, and then you have yourself a chance to get those different relics. So it kind of changes the way that a hero works. Let me show you a simple example, I guess, with, let's look at Arthur. He's the first one that we get, and he starts off with a fire relic, okay? Fire relic, first attack does 2 hits, has the chance to gain attack increase. Second hit has a single hit with a 50% chance to stun. And then the third hit has a single hit with just a lot of damage. Now, if you look at the storm one, that I don't remember if the story actually gives this one for you. This gives you this one for free, or you have to summon it. I think it gives it for free, but this one has different skills. Attacks one enemy. This one's the same, gives you attack increase. Second one, however, is not a stun. Grants all allies increased attack and increased attack speed for 2 turns. And then the last hit is a triple hit that deals same amount of damage. Each one of them has a chance, if the target element is frost, to deal extra hit, right? So it does kind of switch up the kit that your hero is gonna have, which makes it really fun, right? Because like I said, it adds to that complexity level, because you can have like one hero, but you have all 3 relics. You might use different one depending on the areas that you're gonna fight. Now when we're talking about game mode, we do have the main story, which is like the campaign that gives you a ton of stuff, but then we also have the adventure mode, which again has a ton of resources, and this one's a bit fun because this one kind of has like the map exploration with some quests that you also have some puzzles to solve, you know, find some quirky stuff, and again, this adds to another layer of stuff to do and makes it fun. Then we do have the training grounds, which kind of teaches you how to play this game. I already done the basic one for now, but there's the intermediate one, so that one's really fun. What else? I might be missing stuff again. There's so much going on that I'm still learning it myself, but it's really fun. Then when we're looking at dungeons, we have the power-up dungeons, which this one's pretty much the ones for advancing your heroes from 1 star level to the next, so from 3 star to a 4 star. This one's, you know, pretty much you farm, I guess, the potions if you're playing Raid Ascension potions, and it has a specific requirement, and it does have the cool thing of like, if you click on the info over here, shows you like what are good multi-hitters, additional attackers, so it does give you some options. However, it's not always going to be just these ones. Obviously, you're going to be playing, you're going to maybe find some different ways of using your team, and then you can try and do that. Now when you go over here, most of the time if you click this, it kind of suggests what would be the best team from the game's point of view of using the right mechanics to beat this boss, okay? This one's like, you know, it has really fun stuff. Another thing that I really love is the fact that it has the quality of life of multi-farming, where you have these over here, right? 1 time, 2 time, 3 times speed, and then when you do repeat battle, you can choose how many you want to do, up to 100, obviously if you have that much stamina. And then it has some options over here like prioritizing the boss, and when inventory is full, and when defeated, or when heroes hit max level. So it does have, like I said, the quality of life already implemented. Then another dungeon is gonna be, you know, the one that gives you XP, and then there's so many more that, again, I've not unlocked it yet. I'm just showing initial ones. We obviously have the equipment dungeon ones. Then there's the clan raid. I really like the way that the clan system works, even though you don't have a specific, you know, core mechanic of like, okay, this is the clan boss that has different mechanics to all the other dungeons. It is fun because it gives you all the, you know, all the bosses from the different dungeons, and you can try and tackle whichever ones that you want. Then you have this one over here that shows you kind of like the time of day and stuff and the weather. That's something else, again, that adds to the complexity of it and makes it really interesting. Because let me show you an example. Okay, so this hero at night, let me see what I can see, because again, it's so complex, I'm still learning, but pretty much you see all of them have different things. You have leaders, you have like what type they are control, and then serpent, this is kind of like their faction, and then what they prefer. Like this one says night, then this one prefers rain. Okay, hero prefers rain, will receive environmental effects. And then let me see if I can just find a spot where it shows exactly where they get a benefit from that weather, because again, I'm still learning, and it might be, you know, might be a complete new, might be like, what you don't even know what you're showing. I'm still learning it, So you know what? Let me just find exactly what it shows the benefit that you get from the specific, you know, the specific weather, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, so I kind of found that you can go and test your skills, and pretty much you can see at the top over here, it shows you for day, people that benefit from day, they get more crit damage, more attack speed, and damage taken, which means they're gonna take less damage, and it shows you the ones that benefit from that. If you look at rain, again, gives you more crit damage, more attack speed, and damage taken. So pretty much it looks like they are all gonna be the same, and I guess we can just choose between this one, right? And we can go and see what does this one say with the squall. So you see, pretty much, if you do have the right weather for your specific heroes, you do get those benefits. So that adds again to another layer of complexity. But again, there's so much more that I can go through. There's so much more in this game that I still have to advance through. But for now, I think I'm just gonna leave it at this, because again, I still have lots of things to open. There's like, you know, we have different I guess, you know, let me just show you a few more things. The Royal Roll, this is pretty much the progress missions, right? You have Path of Honor, Path of Power, and then Path of Challenge. Then you have the Path of Lords, which this one's around upgrading your town. This one's about doing the story and doing some specific stuff. The Path of Power is about dungeons and leveling up people and getting equipment. So it does have, you know, some things to guide you what you're gonna be doing. Then when we go to the power up guides, you see the daily missions, weekly missions, monthly missions. Then there's specific stuff for like relics where you can advance them and work on them. Equipment pretty much shows you what's the next stage you need to clear and all that. So you know what, it's a really fun game, it's a really complex game, and it definitely got me intrigued, right? It does have some really cool stuff. One of my favorite things, for example, is this one over here, right? We have the battle pass, which is called the Knight's Pass. It has 3 levels. The free one, just the basic Knight's Pass, which gives you free resources every time you hit the level. Then you have the Commander Pass, which you can buy with crystals, which are the premium currency that you get a ton of it, honestly, just by playing free to play. And then you obviously have the Champion Pass, which over here you see behind me, that's the equivalent of $20 that you get for spending money. And obviously that's going to be the best one. But honestly, I cannot tell you yet if it's like free-to-play friendly or not. So far as free-to-play, I've been having fun, I've been progressing, I've been getting already stuck early on, which I like that. I don't want the game to be extremely easy and like, you know, I blast through everything and then just wait till the next day. It does have the complexity where you need to farm more gear, you need to farm more levels, try different teams, try different variations. So all in all, this game definitely got me hooked, and it's you know, it's definitely gonna keep my interest for a while. Another cool thing, for example, arena is unlimited. You can do as many fights in arena as you want, because there's no currency for fighting in arena. As much as you win, you're just gonna keep getting, you know, you're just gonna keep advancing, and basically based on the rankings, you're gonna keep getting rewards. And then another less fun thing that I like about clans, it kind of makes it really important to be in a clan, especially because of this one. if you have a full clan of 25 and everybody just logs in for the day, right, attendance, you get a special summon every single day just from being in that in a clan, right? Don't have to do anything, just be there. You get this, you get gold, you get obviously the clan currency, which means that so far it seems like it does give you some fun. It does give you the summoning, right? It does give you free summons. Same thing if we looked over here at daily missions. Every time you finish your daily, you get a summon, which is pretty good, right? It seems to me like, it seems, at least again, still learning, it seems pretty generous. Not only that, but if I want to mention their generosity, you get 2 free legendaries, which are actually really good, in the first 2 hours of playing, right? You get Morgan for free, which is a really good control champs, and then you get Tristan for free again, first 2 hours of playing. And then, if I saw this right, based on just playing, in the first 7 days, apart from those 2 ones, you're guaranteed to get at least 2 more legendaries, right? One from hitting the peri over here, because you see I'm 20 away, I just need 1 more, and I've not spent anything. So I'm guaranteed at least another one from here. And then also when you hit day 7, you get a scroll that is gonna give you a guaranteed legendary. So you know what? This game seems fun. It seems generous so far. And I'm really curious to see where this one takes me. Let me know in the comments down below if you're interested about it. Let me know if you want to play this game. And if you want, I'm going to link the video over there, like at the top, at the end of this one. I made a video on how you can start playing today, because right now it's in the early access, which means it can be played on PC in you know, most of the world. Just a few countries are out. You can play it on mobile if you're in Canada, or if you use some APK apps, but I explain everything in the other video. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at this. Let me know again in the comments down below if you're interested about this game or not, because I'm gonna start doing some videos on it every single day, and I want to see where this one takes me, because I'm having lots of fun, right? It's a fresh game, it's a fresh perspective, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes. But yeah, as always, thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye guys.